Soul retrieval, right? Soul retrieval. What happens is um, when the soul experiences trauma and um, can't deal with the trauma, the part of the soul fragments, um, and what you're left with is soul loss. Symptom of soul loss, exhibiting soul loss. It's called exhibiting soul loss. Um, soul can fragment when it knows that there's trauma coming up, and to save itself from experiencing it, it fragments itself. This can be brought about, say, if well, for me, right, personally speaking, right, soul loss. I think the first lot of soul loss I ever exhibited was when I lived in a community where I wasn't appreciated. People, and this is going to sound funny, but no, this is the truth, right? I was, intellectual, happy, positive person, and I was, everyone. I'd be very entertaining and very giving with my speech to people. I'd always be a giver of speaking. Put energy into it and effort into be entertaining and listenable. But then, after a few years of literally just feeling bad that about myself, that I put the effort in, and people, the way people were treating me, it just made me feel bad. So I decided that I was to go on forward to be dedicated to the task that I wanted to accomplish, that I have to achieve. I'm going to have to cut out that part of my personality, because it's just getting in the way. It's just making me feel bad. And if so I didn't have any awareness of what I was doing, but in the subconscious mind maybe. But basically, what I did was I sat there and concentrated and concentrated and concentrated on removing the fun characteristics, my character. Basically, I removed my personality so that I could just be, workaholic. And I did it. um so it's not good, it's not a good thing, but it was weird when I got my soul back. It was like something like 7 years later, and I'd been on some adventures anyway, right? It doesn't matter anyway. Basically, so this is soul loss, right? Soul loss is caused to by either the soul to prevent itself from experiencing trauma, or to release trauma that it cannot deal with carrying, right? So what you got to do, right? Soul retrieval, right? Utilizing the power of your voice, you got to state, I am retrieving all fragments of my soul back to me. I am retrieving all fragments of my soul back to me. I'm retrieving all my soul pieces back to me. And shamans used to do this. It's better to, they say that shamans used to do this within the first couple of days of somebody exhibiting soul loss. It's better to have the soul back as soon as possible so it can repair. But time doesn't matter really. How long the soul's been away, or even how far the soul's gone. You start the process by setting your intent. With all things, set your intent to retrieve your soul, to be whole, right? So say, I am becoming whole. Affirm yourself, I am becoming whole. My soul is returning to me and reintegrating with me, because that's the process of healing soul loss. As soul retrieval is soul reintegration. You say, I am retrieving my soul fragments and reintegrating them with me now. Pray for assistance. Pray to the good. For assistance in collecting your soul pieces, and your soul, retrieving your soul and reintegrating your soul with yourself. This is a big thing. It's quite a big thing. You have, that, there's various videos on the internet. If you look about 4D parasite attachments, how these things can only attach themselves to you if you have soul loss, because you leave a gap in your soul for them to attach themselves to. The only the only way to get rid of these things is to actually complete soul loss, right? So we're talking about teaching people to complete soul reintegration. So we're talking about healing humanity, readying it for ascension, right? So soul retrieval is very important because a lot of people have got these archons attached to them, these fourth dimensional parasites, right? And they're influencing their thought, they're influencing their eating habits, they're influencing their behavior, and so what we need to do is we need to teach these people to retrieve their souls so they can get rid of their parasites. This is very important, right? Because when we move everybody on to the stage of creating themselves positively, we need them to be unabated by parasitic influences and low vibrational influences. So their souls must be complete. So basically, yeah, right. People should be able to sense their soul, right? So they can draw on that. They can, but it's you gotta be smart, because you don't want to draw in the wrong things. And this is what. But I'll post another video about this, but do your best to tell everybody about soul retrieval, right? Soul retrieval, soul fragmentation, soul loss, soul reintegration, right? These are good topics right now. We need everybody's souls intact.